Welcome back to another walkthrough, playthrough, nonsense sort of thing. This time, we're kind of gonna have a little bit less of a crazy one, but we're gonna go through the Sperios region here, and you know, we're gonna progress through here and probably head up and do some of the Padanna stuff. Uh, Maybe in this episode, depending on how long everything takes, we'll actually get to the Crescent Moon Blessing. So one of the big things with Sperios, and I probably should have done this off screen, but I kind of wanted to show the size, the sheer size of this area. You kind of want to come over and grab all of these chests and grab all the pyres in the teleposts, because it's going to be useful in the future. I mean, I mostly use the two that I've already grabbed, which is this telepost and this telepost. Those are the main two that I go to. And as always, if you don't do it, you will regret it. So I'm going to purposely put it in a video, and at the beginning of a video, make sure you come over to a Starseed exchange every single day that you are on and you exchange your star seeds, because you will need them, trust me. So I don't think I'm gonna show everything that happens in Sperios, because it's a lot, and a lot of it is just running back and forth and talking. Like, I'm gonna talk to Viviana. She's gonna be like, oh, Don was here and then he left, and now I gotta, oh, hey, I got a skill point. Is that the, look at that. You love to see that. Now we got that. Woo! I might upgrade these two. Well, no, the stamina isn't really worth it. I should have probably finished off Market of Wolf and Gift of Valor, but oh well. So you're gonna be running back and forth over this god-awfully humongous city. And oh, another person asked, how do you dye your clothings? You come to a dye artisan. As long as you're not wearing a cosmetic, you're able to dye it, but because I'm wearing cosmetics, it doesn't let me dye it. So you just go over and you're like, hey, I want to dye it, and as long as you have the dye in your inventory, you'll be able to do it. Another fun fact, fun thing. There we go. So you're gonna want to spend some time kind of exploring the city, because this city is huge, and you do kind of go everywhere in this city at some point, but it's almost better to just, before you start getting into the actual quests that are available, to just come and explore the city anyway. I'm not going to do that just to save my own sanity and try to make this shorter recording, because I'm trying to record a lot of things at once. But yeah, so make sure you absolutely come over to here and you continue the artisan union stuff, because this is gonna get you a lot of experience one way or another. So you're gonna talk to the artisan society, which union, and then it kind of tells you all about the unions and blah 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 blah. You get 68,000 experience just for talking to a dude. Let's be fair, it's worth doing. So I'm gonna go and kind of get through all this like back and forth talking nonsense. And when I say it's a lot of back and forth talking nonsense, I mean it's a lot. I'm gonna be running back and forth. Maybe I'll put a speed up of me running everywhere for you guys, so you guys can kind of see what I mean by it's just back and forth everywhere and talking to people, because it sucks. Also, I think they fixed it. I could be wrong, but when I first came to, oh nope, don't go in there. You die. Well, you don't die, but you get trapped under the map and you have to emergency escape, and it's not very fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get all this stuff done, so I'll see you once we have everything in Sperios taken care of. Okay, so we're finally almost done with everything. If I did a speed lapse, yay. If not, oh well. Here we kind of just watch the whole exchange between Carmine and all this other stuff. And the reason why I brought you guys back here instead of later down the line is because there's a little bit like a mini boss battle here, I guess. That you kind of happens once these guys are all done talking, and this kind of brings in some story here because one, you kind of see, hey, Don Diego is no longer like just regular Don Diego sort of deal, and his son Carmine is undermining a whole bunch of nonsense, and the gold traders and the unions are like, no, down to Carmine, because I guess the Sorza family like kind of controls everything sort of deal. I don't know, it's weird. I didn't really. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That son, father saying, "Oh, I'm disappointed in you, son." And then he kind of like goes weird, and this is the mini boss battle, and I have a feeling like what it's really kind of saying is like this is why he was doing some of the stuff that he was doing, was because his mind wasn't his own. And as you can see, this is the same moveset as the Archfiend from last video, where the Archfiend is doing a certain moveset the entire time. It a lot easier. You got more room to dodge and weave and everything. Obviously, you still have stuff in the environment that's kind of blocking you, but it's still pretty much the same deal. Just keep your distance if you can. Kind of go in a circular pattern around him. Thankfully, this one is able to be stunned. Not able to be staggered, but at least stunned. Stunned is a good start, I would say. And you just gotta kill him. Not too bad. I have a feeling the Faceless are conjuring up minions in this way and controlling people in this way, and that's why you kind of see like the Archfiends always showing up randomly where the Faceless are. And you can kind of see once I circle back up, there he is, Carmine. Carmine kind of has that same aura that was happening whenever I had the quest for the Faceless people. So I'm thinking maybe the aura is more than just the actual look of everything, but the aura kind of shows, oh hey, you're part of this clan cult thing. You one of us. Obviously, my hope of being able to back up far enough with my forceful bolts was not a thing that could happen. So yeah, just take your time, kill this. Good story kind of stuff here if you pay attention to it. The whole Sperios section in general is a lot of walking around and talking, and it's a little obnoxious. You get a little bit of fighting here and there, but overall it's mostly walking around and talking. And to some people, they're like, I just want some really good content, you know, I just want to play the game and kill stuff. I get that, I do, but at the same time I also get like you're trying to tell a story, so you do need a break from the normal, hey, let's just be on a constant, let's kill everything that we see, to be able to get some story kind of be told. Oh, well, that's not what you want to see. So I see both sides, and like when I got the Sperios the first time, I was just out of the 19 and I was plowing through the game and I was so excited and I was like, oh god, I just don't want to sit here and talk. But like I actually did read some of the story and stuff like that, and it was actually really interesting. Seeing the progression of the characters, like the change from Don Diego, his son Carmine, and what Carmine has done. Like, it was really, really cool. And also, I just want to point out that this big old Archfiend is over here swinging and attacking near all of these guys. And they're not getting hit at all. Coincidence? I think not. Illuminati confirmed. Cue the Illuminati music. I don't even know if they have the music, and I'm probably not gonna put it in because it's probably copyrighted, and I don't want to get copyrighted strike, whatever. You listen. You know what I'm trying to say. All right. But yeah. So, whoa, Dark Souls dodge frame, and dead. Just like that, it did. What's up, Mr. Don Diego? Adver da Sorza. His son was duped. Okay, so yeah, I have a feeling like a lot of the story. All right, so Tatiana is his daughter. There you go. So Carmine and Tatiana are brother and sister. Marceline, she's got some Vaseline if you need it. And blah 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 blah, talkity. And we are pretty much done with Sperios at this point. Sperios is no longer where we need to go, and we're actually moving on into the Padanna district. And the Padanna district is where you're gonna be spending a majority of your time past this talking nonsense. I'm gonna salvage some stuff. I think I have some gear to salvage. Also, no, I don't. Crap. I didn't do it, and I probably should have, and I'm going to regret it later, but I actually didn't go and gather all the chests like I should have. By the industrial district gate. Yeah, the Padanna soldier. You got to go down this way. Because you got to talk to this guy. But yeah, we're gonna be heading up into Padanna, and I don't know if Gathering 2 was recorded yet or not. If it was, then you'll know. If not, then you'll see it soon. The Padanna area is what we're coming up to up here. And as you can see, we're starting to get some side quests and stuff like that. Because the main, like, meaty, chunky story stuff has been finished. So ideally, you know, once we get up into Padanna, we'll be able to start getting some good levels. We'll start to get some special experience to maybe start saving up so that we can you know, upgrade our meteor. We can't upgrade it. Well, unlock the meteor. Honestly, this is probably where I would start saving special experience, and I highly suggested. I didn't do it on my ranger, and I haven't done it on the mage, but I suggest you go through and do regionals as you get to them. And you know, if you're playing for a while, do regionals just to get the special experience, because you're always gonna need special experience. So throat's getting scratchy. I've been recording for like 10 hours today. Hey, there we go, level 21. You love to see it. And we also got a purple equipment upgrade stone. As you can see, we're getting into area where I'm probably going to need to spend some time to upgrade my equipment here soon. But we did get the corrupted creation. I highly suggest you go and do the corrupted creation as well. It's a two-headed wyvern. The two-headed wyvern is going to be very, very, very good to get some base equipment from. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to do too much up in this area, and I'm going to have to spend some time to get my gear score up, and I don't want to do that. I might actually just transfer all of my gear over to my ranger and then come back, but we'll see. But yeah, so up in this area is the next start of like a large amount of things to do. And when I originally came into this area, I thought it was like any other time. you know, just play through and you're able to pretty much just progress and get better equipment and all that as you went. That's not the case. Because you're at this point, you need to start upgrading your equipment. And since you're not able to really upgrade your equipment just by doing side quests, the most you're going to be able to do is really just talk to people and upgrade your equipment, and you're gonna be at a 66% disadvantage if you're at the equipment gear score that I'm at now. Bit rude. You can see. Okay, yeah. So I gotta deliver a letter. But this is the major area where you're gonna first start seeing a gear score gap, I guess you could say, because up until this point you could get drops for gear and you could get better gear because of the drops and yada yada yada. That's not the case now, unfortunately. And for the A grade gear, you're actually not able to get A grade gear until you're like level 29, unless you buy it on the market. And I've yet to get a purple gear drop. So I mean, there's a common enhancer here. I'm gonna actually continue on with the 66% damage reduction just because I don't have the time to go and try to upgrade my gear right now. So this will probably bite me in the butt here in a little bit, but I'm gonna have to live with the consequences. If anything, you know, this might be a shorter little guide here. And then Antonio, what are you doing, man? All right, deliver ration bags to injured scout. Oh yeah, that's up here, right? Oh no, I gotta go up here. So if you watch my gathering video, or if the gathering video is out, if not, then if you do watch the gathering video for the second tier resources, this area up here is, or this is the side quest that originally shows you this area up here, and this area up here is going to be your best friend for resources, honestly. And honestly, it's not too bad for some side quests. Unfortunately, I feel like I'm gonna be a little underpowered and I'm gonna struggle a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle a bit here, but hopefully I'll be able to get these side quests done pretty decently either way. Yeah, and then, you know, just sit here. She asks you to kill stags and wolves and yeah, oh no, just stags, just stags. Yeah, thankfully there's a lot of people here. So, I mean, I'm gonna be able to kill the stags pretty quickly, thankfully, but unless you upgraded your gear score, this is where you're really gonna start struggling. And, my only suggestion is just grind some gear, you know, that's gonna be your best bet. All right, we got 4 of 12. We need more. Honestly, I'm kind of gonna stick to near Fada here, because Fada is gonna be the one to really carry me through this. But yeah. So I'll be back once we finish the side quest in this area. Okay, so finished up with the deer and all that. As you can see, there was a bit of a detour. I went and I upgraded my gear a little bit. I am now at 683 gear score. Still could use more upgrading for sure. I'm out of upgrade stones to upgrade. I actually had to go onto the ranger, did about a half hour of rift farming, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna starseed enhance and see if I can do that. And I failed 4 starseed enhancements, which is the master enhancer, by the way. Yeah, I was pretty upset with that, honestly. But alright. We are at least in yellow gear score range, which means we'll be able to continue a little bit of the ways. I don't know how much more we're going to put into this video just yet, because we are in Padanna. Padanna is where we're actually going to spend quite a bit of time. This section coming up here is actually a little bit difficult because the spiders and night runners and all that inside are actually like super strong. Then again, when I went in, I was originally I was red gear score, so it was a little bit more difficult than I would have liked to see. A big thing to note is you can't use your mount, and two, what we're coming up to like story wise is gonna start taking longer, I guess you could say, to complete. And honestly, there's gonna be some story missions where it's just gonna be better if you have ow, how did you hit me? If you have people with you. This is where like group play really starts to kind of shine, because a way that a lot of people that I see do this part of the quest is you're gonna break these eggs and stuff like that, and I wait for these eggs to respawn sometimes, but you can come down here and there's some eggs down here as well that you can break. But for this second part in here, you're almost gonna want someone to sit there and run the enemies in circles while you kill them. And even if you're like red gear score, it becomes a little bit more doable at that point. Like obviously you gotta do this, and but you're gonna get to a point where you have to kill these night runners in here, and killing these night runners is gonna be your go-to to have people with you, because you don't want spiders attacking you when you're trying to attack other things, right? Right. So the reason why I'm saying that now, I thought there was eggs on here, but I guess not. The reason why I'm saying that now is because I'm probably not gonna put that in per se, just again because of how long it can take. So you know, you come, you break these, you kill the spiders. I mean, who doesn't want to kill spiders anyway? These spiders honestly remind me of like them ow, how did you hit me from all the way back there? But them big honking spiders from Australia that you see just chilling in your house, and you end up burning your house down because the spider's so big that you don't want to live there anymore. Like, I don't think that's where that goes. It's just a hunch, but I don't think that's where that goes. But yeah, these spiders are a little big, and I don't mind like bugs and spiders and all that, but these here spiders, like that Australian spider, whether it's friendly or not, I would not do it. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do the Rampike Wolf Pack outside near Asgore Village quest, because that's just killing some basic stuff here. And then I will be right back. Ah, spider! Be right back. Okay, so finish that up. I didn't do the wolves yet. But I think we're gonna save the wolves and everything for the next episode. I'm running out of time to continue on, so this one was kind of like showing, you know, Sperios a little bit, a time lapse of Sperios, and getting up into Padanna and some small things in Padanna. And it also kind of shows that you're gonna need better armor, and that's where a lot of your time's gonna be put in at this point. God, I got the hiccups. You're gonna have a lot of time that you have to do the that stuff. So by the time I start this next episode. I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade my armor. Like I said, I'm running out of time. I've been recording nonstop today. But what I will likely have done when I pick up this next episode is I'm going to have all of these side quests done. So I'm gonna take on these deer, I'm gonna take on the rampike wolves, and then I'm gonna even go over and do this anti-venom quest right here. And then we'll pick it up as I start the Ashes of Azra. Just because we're kind of out of Padanna anyway, and we're heading into Azra Village. The Azra Village will have a small amount of stuff that we're going to do. And then we're actually going to head up into Mount Margrave and the Urbati Village. Or the Urbati territories. And that's where, well actually, at the start of next episode almost, we're going to actually be working on getting the next blessing. We'll be working on the Crescent Moon blessing. So, that's another reason why I'm kind of leaving it off here, because that's going to take us a little bit of time as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Let me know what else you would like to see from Bless Unleashed from me in the future. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you know whenever I post any Bless Unleashed or any videos at all. I play a whole bunch of different games all the time on the channel. Worth checking out. And yeah, I will see all of you guys next time. Bye guys!